We are gifts and we are blessings. We are His story in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. We are words and we are stories. We are pictures of the past. We are carriers of wisdom, not the first and not the last.
Sefer Hamagid. Our family cherishes a book called Hamagid Part 3. It was published in 1861 in a large Jewish town, Chernovitz in Ukraine. It survived through warring times when owning Jewish books was dangerous. It belonged to my grandfather on my mother's side of the family. Salachat Zukariah.
My middle name is Elaine, and my daddy told me it's because my great-grandmother's name was Elaine. We don't have a big family, and my daddy likes to tell me about the generations of our family. He told me about a simple object, a candy dish that always makes him remember and think about his grandma. The candy dish has been passed down, and now we have it in our house. It is a pretty blue color and very fancy. My daddy remembers seeing it every time he went to his grandparents' house, and it always had butterscotch candy and never anything else. When great-grandma Elaine passed away in 1992, the pretty blue candy dish was given to my daddy. I love this candy dish because it always gets us started talking about our family. Now and those I never got to meet.
Shir Eresh.
When my father, Tali's grandfather, was a child, his father would sing him a song every night, asking him for his kippah and saying, "Have a very restful night." The song was called Kippale, and Tali will sing it.
Kippale, 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 איפה את? מרי, מרי, לידי, איפה את? תודה, תודה, תודה רבה. קיבלה של טלי, לנחמדה, תודה, תודה, תודה רבה. ליל מנוחה.
Very nice, Tali. So this song was sung by my grandfather to my father, and then my father sang it to me. I sang it to Tali, and Tali, who knows this beautiful song, will hopefully sing it to her children.
Yaman Krav. This is Jules's combat diary. It was passed down from Jules to, cause it's my great grandma's friend, to her grandma, and it was passed down to me, and then it's gonna go passed down to my kids, and that's gonna get passed down to their kids.
Daig.
Okay, so my tradition or heirloom is fishing. So my great-grandpa, Grandpa Bill, teached it to my grandpa. Then my grandpa taught it to my mom. And then my mom taught it to, well, my mom and dad taught it to me and my brother, Max. And then I hope one day my kids will pass it on to their kids, and my brother's kids will pass it on to their kids and their kids. And if you don't know what this is a tackle box used for fishing. Inside, if you come closer, there's scissors, weights, hooks, pliers, buoys, and all sorts of stuff you need for fishing. So now I guess I can show you my cast. Okay, that's far. Fish on, fish on!
Tabat. Today I'm going to share with you a special ring that was passed down to my dad by his late uncle Justin Davis. He was an amazing jewelry designer who started his journey in New York in the 70s and designed jewelry for 30 years. My Safta Marlene told me he even met the Dalai Lama. The ring is made of silver and has small crowns on the side, which are the signature of his design. I did not have a chance to meet him, but maybe I inherited some of his creativity. Bye-bye. Tits on toe. My heirloom is my great-grandparents' piano. The piano was my dad's grandparents, Harry and Edith Cohn, piano. It is special to me because I take piano lessons on it. When I play the piano, it makes me think of my family. I hope to pass the piano down to my great-grandchildren one day.
Great-grandfather was a jeweler and a watchmaker. His hobby was to collect antique clocks. When he died in 2012, my grandma gave my mom one of his antique clocks, and this is the clock.
Chala. And my Ldor Vdor for my class is to take a piece of this challah and pass it around to my family. And I do it because my grandparents did it.
When I was a little girl sitting at our Shabbat table with my 5 brothers, mother and dad, and company, Dad always passed the challah around so that no one of us should ever be hungry.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Example of Ldor Vdor. Shatia Kia.
This is our tapestry that came from the former Soviet Union. It was in Ariana's room, and when she was a little baby, it was passed down to her sister and now hangs over her sister's changing room. And it used to be in her father's bedroom when he was a little kid. and his mother, Ariana's grandmother, wrote a little poem on top. So it's been passed down from generation to generation, hanging over our children's cribs.
Taba'at.
Hi, my name is Michael and I'm Nathan's dad. And we are going to show you something that is going to be passed down from my generation to Nathan's generation. So, when I was a little boy, my dad at my bar mitzvah gave me this special ring. And this ring means a lot to my dad, Nathan Zeta, because it was one of the first nice pieces of jewelry he ever bought for himself. It has a tiger's eye, which keeps an eye on you and protects you, and a whole row of diamonds, which are bright and shiny. And I just thought I was going to be able to borrow this. But after my bar mitzvah, my dad said, I want you to keep the ring, and I want you to give the ring to my first grandson after his bar mitzvah. So now this ring is going to be passed down from generation to generation, which is very, very exciting. So this is something that is Ldor Vdor, and on Nathan's bar mitzvah day, he will keep it as a gift from his Zeta, from his father to him, and he will pass it on to his first child for their bar or bat mitzvah. So that's our generation to generation.
Mechan Opamotim. My family heirloom is this, a samovar, and these candles, and this is made to make medicine, and it was made in 1875 and brought here around the 1890s by my Bobby and Zeta. And this is
them.
And this is them.
What is the samovar used for?
Making tea.
Nerot Shabbat. Our special family tradition is lighting Shabbat candles every week. It's special because not everybody does it, and not everybody in my family always did it. But my mommy's grandmom, Roz, did it every week, and that's how Mommy learned to do it. And then Mommy taught me.
And what else is special about this? Who are you named for?
I'm named for Grandmom Roz.
The one who taught Mommy how to light the candles.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And taught Mommy the prayers?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And what's your full name?
My full name is Lila Rachel Schwartz.
Lila Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Lila.
Simlat Brit. My family heirloom is a bris dress that belonged to my great-grandfather Henry Slush. He was my mother's grandfather. A bris dress is a garment for a newborn worn on the day of their circumcision ceremony, the Brit Milah, when the baby boy is 1 week old. It has been passed down through all the boys in the Slush family line. It has been worn by my great uncle Howard Slush, my cousin Scott Goldman, my mother's brother, and my uncle Brian Singer, then my cousin David Slush, then my first cousin Alexander Singer, then my brother Gabriel Walters, then my mother's first cousin's sons, Parker and Bodie Capson. One day, if I have a son, he will wear it too. Ldor Vdor.